so heavy. Wait, how does that stay up? Ah, it's magnet. Oh my god, there's so many spiders in here. That is stiff, boy. I had to ask my neighbour to help me and they had to use a hammer to open it. Let there be light. This is me if I'm serving you. You alright, love? What can I get for you today? Oh, you fancy a cup of tea, babe? Any sugar? Oh no, you're sweet enough, aren't you? You don't need any sugar. Oh gosh. This is brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Hello, my loves. Welcome to my trailer. I'm gonna get the chair and sit down and just chat to you, okay? First of all, I'm gonna show you around and then I'm gonna chat to you about what this means, okay? Welcome to the trailer, lads. This is what we're working with. It is very small, not much space, but it is enough for me and hopefully one other person, to be honest. What have we got? Okay, so sink. Maybe I'll put that back in there. Lovely. Sink. A bit of free kitchen roll. Absolute win. Fridge. This is a part of the cover. The fridge came with it. She says that she has it at an angle. What is the reason for that? It must not fit properly back there. I haven't done a proper inspection of this yet, but we will do. This is the cables to plug it into electricity. They left some paint in there, paint for the outside of it, which is absolutely not going to get used because we are not keeping it pink. Couple of cupboards, right? So they're sliding. Under here, we've got some tanks. This is the water system for the sink. I don't understand anything about this yet, but I'm gonna have to learn every single bloody thing. I know nothing. I just know that this is really annoying. I need to get like magnetic hooks, magnetic things for these because it slides open. So the sink is connected to this pipe. That's connected to that black tank. So the water obviously comes out of there. No, that's obviously the wastewater that comes out of the sink. And then this one, okay. And then the one that feeds the sink is this one. You can see the cables go up there. Cool, nice. I've just learned that with you right now. Wonderful. These doors, honestly, is so annoying. Oh no, that's that one. Okay. And then there's, wait, what? Yeah, this is annoying. Wait, is that how you got to get to this? Surely not. Yeah, it is. Wait, how am I meant to get to that bit then? Okay, so that's annoying. Move that way. And I guess I just have to reach round. Or I can figure something else out. I can just put new doors on. There's not a whole lot of storage on here, I'm not gonna lie to you. Got these little shelves. There's a shelf up there. There's a shelf here. In terms of lighting, there's a strip light up here attached to a wooden panel. And they've got like these floral decorative things everywhere and they will not be staying. It's killing my vibe, isn't it? First of all, I'm gonna have a sip of my cup of tea, love. I've recently figured out a life hack. Instead of making a tea in a normal mug while I'm working and it goes cold, I'm a slow drinker, so sometimes it takes me an hour or two to finish a cup of coffee and it goes cold. But if you keep it in your flask, it stays hot, love. Maybe too hot. I'll leave the lid off a little bit of that. Where do I begin? Let me introduce myself. My name is Jess and my dream is to have my own coffee shop, but the market is looking very bleak out there. I've been searching for a property for the past 8 months, literally since January, and I've not been able to find anything. I'm based in South London and I've been looking within 50 miles of South London, so like all the way down to Brighton, and nothing has popped up that is suitable for me. Everything's either too expensive, it's too small, it's not in the right location. I found a few places and I was like, oh my God, this would be perfect. But then it's like the footfall would be terrible and I need to give myself the best chance. So many people in my life have been telling me, Jess, why don't you just start like a coffee trailer? Like, why don't you just get a trailer, you know, take it places and do this and that? And I've been fighting them. I've been so against it because I'm such a perfectionist. And when I have an idea of something in my head of how I want it to be, it needs to be that way. And I have realized that my own perfectionism has been holding me back from growing. And if you're a fellow perfectionist, I'm sure you can relate to this, but perfectionism is debilitating. I wouldn't say I'm like an extreme perfectionist with everything, but there are certain things in my life where it's like, no, it needs to be this way. And if it's not this way, it's not perfect. And this is just not the way I want it. I get my hopes and dreams set on it being a certain way, and when it's not that way, it really upsets me, and I struggle quite a lot with emotional dysregulation. So when something isn't how I want it to be, it really upsets me, like unnecessarily so, more than the average person. So I was so against getting a trailer because it's not what I wanted. I wanted a shop where people can come in, I can host events and workshops, and it could be like a real community hub. However, like I said, the market is really bleak, and I've realized that for the past like 6 months, when people ask me how I are, when people ask me how I am, I'm just like, oh, I'm just plodding along. I've just been feeling like I'm in this grey area where it's like, I know that the shop is coming. Well, this is what my mindset has been, yeah. I know that the shop is coming. It's just a matter of when. And I know I've got the money to do so. So I'm just waiting for the right location to pop up. I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. And in that time, I've been doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I'm sick of it. I'm actually sick of it. I've realized that I just need to seize the moment. And if not now, when? Last week, I literally just had, no, was it last week or the week before? 2 weeks ago, I was looking for a coffee shop. I couldn't find anything. And I just had like this thought just pop into my head of, let me just look for a trailer. Let me just see what they're like, what prices are like, whatnot. And I actually started to look, actually the first thing I looked for was a caravan, like a dusty old shell, and I saw one for 200 quid, and I looked at it and I thought, I really actually don't want to have to renovate. I've watched a lot of videos of people buying a trailer or a caravan and renovating it, turning it into like a cafe, coffee shop. And honestly, I don't want to have to graft. I'm not gonna lie. I want the easy route. I want the easy route, because these people make these videos saying how hard it's been, how many months they've been doing this, how much of a money pit these things have been. And I've just been sitting there like, brother, I don't want that for my life. I can't lie. And I also don't like these people doing it like with their dad and their brothers and all of that. And I'm just like, I don't have that. Like, I don't have that kind of support. And I also don't like asking for help. So I won't be doing that. Then I just thought, you know what, let me have a little look at, you know, actually just buying one that's already been renovated, someone that's done the work for me. And the prices were not actually too bad. I'm not gonna lie, not too bad. I found this. I found it on a Sunday. I reached out to them that Sunday and I said, can I come and view it on Wednesday? They said, yeah. Went and viewed it on Wednesday. I did look online and like get a checklist of things to find out. But to be honest, I saw it and I pretty much fell in love. Had a look around, just sussed out the space, had a look at the things that I'd like to do. And I was just like, you know what? Let's do it. My partner trailered it home and here it is, sat on my drive. I've got so much to do. I've got so much to do. It's actually crazy. It's currently the 4th of September. I would love to be open early, mid-December. I would like to at least be at like one Christmas market with a winter menu. I think that would be great. But my car, it cannot tow this. So I need to get a new car as well. And then I've actually got to learn to tow it, which, you know, it's actually all fun and games getting a trailer until you realise you've actually got to tow it. I'm a confident driver, but driving this forward, no problem. I mean, it's still going to be a bit scary, but no problem. But reversing a trailer, oh my goodness, When we had to reverse it into the drive and reverse it in other places, you've got to, if you want to turn left, you've got to turn your wheel right, and it's all confusing, it's all backwards. And I'm just kind of concerned, but I'm going to be fine. On the day that I got it, I went down to a place that services trailers just to get them to have a look at it, and they said it's all good, and that what they recommend is just going to a Tesco's car park late at night and just reversing and driving around there. So when I get a car that is suitable for towing, I will then go to Sainsbury's car park, probably Tesco's, whatever, and do some practicing. Because yeah, I'm gonna have to take this out on my own, and I need to not get in a panic. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, guys, there's so much that I've got to do. And as you can tell by the name of this channel, I have named it. And oh my God, I figured out something yesterday, which is so exciting. Oh my God, it's so exciting, guys. My surname is Greenash. Don't know anyone else with my surname other than people in my family, obviously. And I've been battling with what I should call it, because originally I was gonna have a coffee shop, right? So I was battling with what I should call the shop. And then I pretty much came up with the idea of actually using my surname, and I wasn't too struck on it, but I just thought, you know what, I like the idea, and I want the legacy of my surname to live on, because there's not many people in my family, not many Greenashes left. So I just want to keep it going. You know, I love my surname, I think it's brilliant. Anyways, I know that I want to call the shop Greenash Coffee. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out branding, right? What I should do for the branding, and I've been thinking about nature things, like tree vibes, and I just love the idea of like it being about nature and tree and growing, right? Trees and growing. And then I found out that there's a tree called Greenash tree. Okay, yeah, I just started my period yesterday, so when I found this out yesterday, I did cry, right? But it's completely valid because I've gone 30 years on this planet with this surname, and I've just found out that there's a tree called Greenash. Well, it's got some fancy name, Fraxinus pennsylvanianum or whatever, native to America, but apparently they've got some over here in the UK, and it is my mission now to find them. I'm going to call up Kew Gardens because apparently they might have some there. I'm going to see if they know what trees they've got, and I'm going to go there because I need to see a Greenash tree in real life. Before I start on branding, I would actually like to go and see the tree in person, take pictures of it, and just sit there. Maybe I can come up with some creative ideas there and then. Yeah, I've literally got everything to do, like literally everything. You know what I need to do? I need to get a coffee machine. That is truly the main thing. I need to get a coffee machine because without that, there's no coffee, love. Do you know what I mean? That's proven to be interesting because they're expensive as hell. Yeah, looking around for the ones that I'm wanting secondhand are about 6K, but I'm like, brother, that's absolutely outrageous behavior. So I need to figure something out, but I will. And it's just kind of annoying because like all of the coffee machines, like on eBay and stuff, well, 99% of them, they're like in some storage container or something, and they're not going to plug it up to plumbing, so I can't even see if it works. So that's like annoying. But yeah, I've got a few things on the to-do list, babe. Well, everything is on the to-do list, and I don't know what I'm doing. And so I'm really excited to document this journey with you and bring you along for this journey because I have not seen anybody on YouTube in the UK doing this. I've been scouring YouTube for people in the UK who just started a trailer, a coffee trailer, and this, that, and the other, and they're documenting their journey, and I just can't see it. If it is out there, okay, cool, but I can't see it, right? So I want to do that. I think it's really important to show people the highs and the lows and how this goes. Because it's not all glitz and glam, do you know what I mean? I know it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be fun, it's going to be rewarding. One of the main things is to repaint the whole trailer because as you can see, it is pink. And as much as pink is actually my favourite colour, I do not want it pink. The branding is going to be, I haven't figured out the exact shade of green yet. Perhaps a forest green, considering the tree, the whole tree thing, you know. A cream or a buttery yellow, like, I'm thinking to paint the outside a light cream. It's either going to be off-white or light cream, and I just think like a light creamy yellow would be really nice with green lettering. I just want it to appeal to more people, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be at an event or something and men don't want to come up to the trailer because it's pink and floral. The floral is absolutely going. But yeah, I don't want people to like be like, I don't want to go up to that, it's pink, you know, do you know what I mean? I've got something now. This is mine, I own it. Don't have to pay for rent at a coffee shop. 20 grand a year. Don't make me laugh. But the plan is to still get a coffee shop, right? So this is the first step. We start with this, we test the idea, we build up a community, And then when we've got enough money, we will open a shop. I'm saying we, but it is just me. But it's you and I. It's us, right? We're doing this together, right? So yeah, any advice would be greatly appreciated. Any requests would be great, like menu requests or whatever would be greatly appreciated. I really want to be able to find a way to still integrate the whole idea of having community, because my other brand on social media is all about just helping women and helping young girls. And I've always wanted to have that coffee shop where I have workshops, where I host workshops to help young girls understand their bodies and their menstrual cycle, or have workshops to make friends and just like groups for elderly people. And I need to really figure out how I can do that with this. Opening in winter is probably not the best idea for that, because I guess if it was summer, I could pull up in a park and we could have like park meets and stuff. It's not going to be quite that easy, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great still. It's going to be great. If you have any advice on how I can do that, please let me know. Welcome to Greenash Coffee. We're going to have a lot of fun here. You're going to see a lot of shit, but a lot of laughs. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave it here. I'll catch you next time, my love, for the next episode of trying to figure out what I'm doing, because I have absolutely no clue. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful life, and I'll see you back here very soon. Take care.